love it or hate it, and the pressure to impress with, the perfect gift or proclamation of your undying love can sometimes get in the way, of a good relationship.
That is true. And psychologist Dr. Kim Taylor joining us now to share some tips on how to put more love into your Valentine's Day. Welcome,
Yes.
Dr. Kim.
Great to see you.
Thank you.
Good topic here. I think there's so much confusion, though, when it comes to Valentine's Day.
Right.
Bottom line, what is it that people want?
Well, I think part of the problem is that the expectations get set so high that it's bound to fail. And I think that the typical scene goes something like this. A woman has romantic ideas about what she would like it to be, and she may or may not tell her partner. And then either way, when it comes down to it, it's never quite what she wants. And so therefore she's disappointed, and then the guy feels defeated. And then because of that, he then stops trying. And so they're wrapped into this negative cycle about nobody's happy on a Valentine's Day. But my point in all of this is that both partners contribute to that cycle. It's not just one person doing that.
Amen. Amen.
So are you supposed to lower your expectations, or how do you set yourself up for success then?
Well, there are a lot of tips and hints. So whether you are romantic and love it in that kind of, and love that day to be like that, or whether you're more laid back, is that there are some tips. And the first one is don't set your expectations up too high. Because those that do, they often feel really disappointed, and they want their relationship to be more romantic, magical, special, sexy, etc., etc. But you're setting your partner up with unrealistic expectations for the most part. So to be more realistic, and you'll find that you can be pleasantly surprised. And then the next one is focus on giving rather than receiving. What I always say is that give that which you would like to receive. If you want love, be more loving. If you want romance, be more romantic. And if you want presents, be more giving. In other words, if you want something special and romantic, create the atmosphere by planning a surprise for your partner and then being excited about how you can please them. The next one is gratitude. If you're not grateful for what you have now, guess what? You're not going to be grateful if you have more. And so disappointment only creates conflict and distance on this special day that you're supposed to be loving. And here is a hint. Men do respond better to positive words and not to the critical, the nagging, the demanding, and the disappointed tone. And then make someone that you love feel good. This doesn't have to be a lover. This can be somebody that you really care about, and make this day about them. So expand your view of this day and be more inclusive. Use Valentine's Day to really celebrate love in all of its form, and reach out and let others in your life know that you do care.
Oh, wow.
It is a day of love,
Yes.
so it's not completely just designed for a wife or husband or whatnot, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think all these things maybe can apply to everyone, whether you've been married for 20 years or if you've been dating somebody for a couple months.
That's right.
Or it could be your mom showing them love, or your sister or brother or father. I think it's just in general kind of putting it out there, like you said, and expanding your thought about this.
Well, and I think our goal is to see love wherever love is, and not to say it has to come in a certain kind of package in order for us to feel that it is the love.
Gotcha.
As we wrap up here, what's the summary? Valentine's Day, 3 days away. What should people be doing or thinking about leading up to that day?
Well, I think the main thing and the main advice that I would give is it's only one day. Don't make it be the deal breaker. It's much more important what happens the other 364 days of the year. But the best thing is to take this day and plan to do something special for your partner or your loved one, and focus more on the giving rather than the receiving. And then that's what Valentine's Day is all about.
And then just cross your fingers.
Absolutely all about love. That's part of it too.
We have actually about a minute and a half here, so we can talk a little bit more. But we were talking about Tony, folks that maybe have kids that are new
this is
in
a new experience,
Right.
And how to kind of balance that during this time to make sure you make time for romance, but then also have a baby to juggle here.
Well, Tony, romance can come in any package.
That is true.
Okay,
Right.
so start and use what you do have. Don't expect it to be something outrageous if, in fact, this is the year that you're going to include the baby, that you're not going to get a babysitter. Is that make whatever you can of the day with what you have.
Right.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I think one thing that goes a long way is just like simple notes. A card for me goes a long way. Just the thought that's put into it. So sometimes it doesn't even take something super expensive, but just something that I know that you put some time into it, and I think that goes a long way too with women at least.
Actually, what my husband does every single year is he hand makes a card, but these are pieces of art. I mean, he's really good at this,
really?
and so he either paints or creates it in some way. And so these are these are things that I can frame.
Yeah.
So, but that is my gift, and I love it.
I like that.
See, stuff like that. So get to
Simple.
work. Dr. Kim Taylor can be heard on KZSB AM 1290 at her primetime slot, Thursdays 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. So tune in, give her a call, ask questions. Always great to see you.
Thank you
so much.
All right. We will see you tomorrow morning starting at 7 o'clock. Have a great day.
See you soon.